welcome to yet another video on Adil Azmat Cockpit. There's been a lot of talk about Pakistan Air Force getting the JF-17 Block 3 and also procuring J-10Cs. One of the question is that if our upcoming or newly inducted J-10C is such a good aircraft, why is it that we are still working on the JF-17 Block 3? And let's put the question in another way. If JF-17 Block 3 is such a good aircraft, economical one and indigenous one, the whole program is indigenized, why is it that we still require J-10C? Now, one of the common features of between the J-10C and the JF-17 is that both of these two platforms are Chinese origin, which means that all of the software, all of the ammunition that they're going to carry, all of the training, all of the support is going to be same based. Now, this is something that is very crucial in the Air Force, because you need all of the platforms are so important. Once you integrate the platform is not just procuring one or two aircrafts. The platform is multiple aircraft, dozens and dozens of them. Then their support, then their ammunition. Then in a combat, for example, if you look back at the Operation Swift Retort, you would find out that they were Mirages. They were JF-17 Thunders. They were the F-16s leading the attack. And then there were the Falcon electronic warfare aircraft. Then there was the AWACS. So all, and the radars on the ground, all the controllers there, all the drones. So in an operation scenario, it's not just one aircraft that is going to do the job. You need the whole platforms. So one of the reasons why J-10C and JF-17 Block 3 both get inducted is that, of course, these are two different aircraft. So the J-10C is a bigger aircraft than the JF-17 Thunder Block 3, which is quite an upgrade of the Block 1 and 2. But still, this J-10C is a bigger aircraft. I would not equate J-10C with the newly inducted Indian Air Force Rafale. Rafale, really expensive aircraft, Western avionics, Western ammunition, all of the hard points that the Rafale has. It's going to be quite unjust and biased if I'm gonna say that J-10C measures up to Rafale completely. One of the good features about J-10C, and a common feature again with the Rafale, is that both of them have the canards. Now the canards really help the J-10C being more maneuverable than the other aircrafts, than the JF-17 Thunder that we have, which has got a layout which is quite similar to that of an F-16 with no canards. And the JF-17 Block 3 and J-10C both have got AESA radar. So AESA radar gives both the aircrafts an advantage, but the problem is that in comparing J-10C with the Rafales, the comparison is gonna be a bit unjust. But J-10Cs, at the end of the day, it all depends on the fighter pilot who is flying the aircraft. But again, this is a statement we used to give when there were more dogfights and there was less BVR engagement. BVR engagement is extremely important nowadays. What we mean by BVR engagement is that in all the times, for example, in the Korean Wars, there was the dogfight scenario, and the dogfight scenario was the aircrafts need to be visual with each other, and then after being visual with each other, the guns really used to matter. it was like which aircraft is going to maneuver first into position in order to hit the other aircraft with the gunfire. This no longer is the case. Now the aircrafts need not to be visual with each other. Now the aircrafts can strike the other aircraft being hundreds of kilometers away. For example, think of the F-16, Block 50-52, not to talk of Block 70-72. Even the F-16CD equipped with AMRAAMs, which is Advanced Medium Range Air-to-Air Missile. This is what AMRAAM means. It is capable of hitting the target 70 plus kilometers away effectively. Then we have got AIM-9 and we've got the Sparrows. So these are the BVRs. Even 9 to 10 kilometers is a BVR sort of a missile, although not categorized in that. But then again, you just don't, you can't add BVR missiles to an aircraft without a supportive radar. You need an AESA radar. F-16s do not have AESA radars. At least not the ones that Pakistan has with the MLUs. They were not AESAs. The MLU F-16s are not AESAs. Block 50-52 may have. But again, this is an information which is pretty classified. We just can't say. Talking about the J-10C once again and the JF-17 Thunder Block 3. Yes, both have got the AESA radars. Both are equipped with, for example, with J-10C and with Block 3 JF-17 Thunder, we've got SD-10, we have got PL-10, we have got missiles with a lot of BVR capability. So the answer to summarizing it up, the answer to why Pakistan Air Force has got the J-10Cs and JF-17 Thunder Block 3, both Chinese platform, is that J-10C has got a bigger combat radius. It can carry heavy payloads. Just like we've got the F-16s and the Mirages and the F-7PGs. So one is the American platform, the other one the French, and the third one Chinese. So it's better that our Air Force comes to one particular platform. May it be Western, American, or Chinese, but it has to be one compatible platform, because warfare in nowadays is not simple. You just cannot have multiple platforms sent into the battle with multiple capabilities. They are not going to be integrated. The battlefield of today and the days to come, it all depends on how integrated your platforms are. So even if it is Chinese origin, makes no difference, because Falcon X, again upgraded in France, and the F-16s, for example, will not be integrated with the JF-17s and with the J-10Cs. So we needed a platform. We needed one platform for all of the fighter jets, for all of the assets of the Air Force to come together. You look at, for example, the training, the jets that we use for training, the jets that we use for fighter conversion, they're all Chinese. And now with the JF-17 Thunders, with the J-10Cs, we are entering in an era where our platform is becoming Chinese, integrated Chinese. So all of the, if once we have got all of the J-10Cs that we have to procure, all of the JF-17 Thunders, and they are integrated, well, the next warfare is going to be more like the artificial intelligence warfare of a next level.